Hello friends, it's me, Shin, and I've had a delicious 2024. It's been a really fun year. Now, I taste tested over 1,000 recipes here in Las Vegas, and in today's video, I'm gonna be going back to retry 10 of the most memorable dishes that really left their mark on me. And to kick off my list, at number 10, we're gonna be heading south of the Las Vegas Strip, right next to Allegiant Stadium, where a local eatery is pumping out some really good eats. Talk about Whiskey Stadium. I'll see you over there. All right, everyone, and here I am seated at the Whiskey Stadium. Now, earlier this year, Las Vegas hosted its very first Super Bowl over at Allegiant Stadium between the Chiefs and the 49ers. And so to celebrate that fact, for the first month of the year, I was visiting a lot of the big sports bars here in Vegas. Now, when I came here to Whiskey Stadium, there was a dish that I thought was really good, so incredible. And so to kick off my top 10 list this year, I want to show you Whiskey Stadium's bulgogi kimchi French fries. I distinctly remember when I tasted these French fries, I was so impressed. I imagine my DNA forces me to like these flavors, but even despite that, I think this is in general an incredible dish. Nice big chunks of bulgogi on top of these French fries with a nice spicy sauce and kimchi, and I'm really looking forward to trying this again. Let's give it a taste. Oh my, that is still so delicious. I want to start the discussion with the French fries here. Wonderfully crispy, a very nice fry to these, and a soft and pillowy potato center. The potato starch coating provides an additional crunch to these fries. It's so satisfying to eat. They've been seasoned well, not only with salt and pepper, but a very flavorful togarashi seasoning. You absolutely get a little bit of kick there, as well as just the faintest hint of citrus. Even without the toppings, these are marvelous French fries, and I would eat them on their own. Now, bulgogi kimchi fries has to have good bulgogi, and I am happy to report that the recipe here at Whiskey Stadium is very good. Nice and tender beef. It's not chewy, it's not dry, still juicy and satisfying. The marinade for the bulgogi is absolutely on point. You get the garlic, the ginger, a little bit sweet, good levels of umami here, as well as a hint of sesame oil. This is a very well-made bulgogi here. The sriracha mayonnaise sauce here provides a richness to the dish, as well as a nice garlicky spice. They have excellent kimchi here at Whiskey Stadium. Speaking as a Korean who grew up eating this stuff, this is spot on. It's fermented well, nice crunch to that cabbage, with a very nice tangy spice. It's been seasoned properly, and that tangy spice from the kimchi works as a very nice aftertaste, cutting through a lot of the richness in this dish. You have a good over-easy egg on top, providing additional flavor here. But this whole recipe just comes together so well. I'm very happy to report it is just as good as I remember. It's incredibly delicious, and that's why it comes in at number 10 on my list. All right, my friends, I'm gonna continue enjoying my lunch today. When I return, we're gonna be checking out the number 9 spot. And to see that, we're gonna be going much more north from where we are right now. I'll see you over there. Okay, so I just got seated here at the historic Golden Sear Steakhouse here in Las Vegas. This is one of the city's oldest and most iconic restaurants. Social media has really blown this place up as one of the best steakhouses in the city. I've seen so many posts based on their giant lobster tails as well as their steaks here, so I had really high expectations when I came here for the first time this past year. Now, the Golden Sear holds a really special place in my heart because it was my very first collaboration for the channel, and it was with the one and only Norma Jelly. She makes amazing content here on YouTube for Las Vegas, and you should definitely check her out if you're interested in the city. Now, like the majority of my videos, me and Norma ended up trying a lot of different dishes. However, there was one that I remember very vividly, and that was the shrimp de Dijon appetizer. I remember first trying it with Norma, and we were both instantly blown away, and so I'm really looking forward to trying it again tonight. And it just got here. This is the shrimp de Dijon. 4 jumbo shrimp served alongside 4 little baguettes with an additional lemon as well. And it smells just as incredible as I remember. I'm looking forward to reliving the magic. Let's give it another taste. Oh, that is delicious. The shrimp is incredibly succulent, super plump. It's been nicely deveined, very clean shrimp here. Cooked to absolute perfection. I love the texture. Speaking of texture, you do have some additional toasted breadcrumbs on top, providing some crunch. Not only that additional texture, but a bit of a nutty flavor there also. While the shrimp and the breadcrumbs are good, it is really all about this Dijon sauce. Incredibly rich, a lot of olive oil and butter at work here, but oh so delicious. There's a lot of garlic in this recipe. You can tell it has some Mediterranean influence. You can definitely get the influence of tarragon here, as well as some warm flavors like cinnamon and peppercorns, and just a hint of spice, a little bit of kick in the back end. A nice amount of acid as well from the lemon to freshen things up, depending on how much you add. It all comes together so well, and after you're done with the shrimp, you're able to dip these baguettes into this delicious sauce, allowing you to enjoy the flavors even more. It is just as good as I remember. Really enjoying this. You know, I think if you're interested in visiting Las Vegas and you've been doing some research, you probably know about the Golden Steer already, and you've probably seen a lot about their lobster tails as well as their steak. However, I really think it's worth checking out the shrimp de Zhang if you make it out here. It is such a good appetizer, and that's why it comes in at number 9 on my list. Now I'm gonna go and finish this up and enjoy the rest of my evening, and from number 8, I'll see you toward the north end of the strip. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Everyone, and here I am seated at the 4 Sixes Steakhouse at the Wynn Las Vegas. Now this is a pop-up steakhouse experience at the Tableau restaurant, mostly known for their brunch, but they've converted the space into a nice ranch steakhouse affiliated with the 4 Sixes Ranch in Texas. Now earlier when I came here this year, I absolutely loved my meal. However, there was a dish that I'm still thinking about to this day, and it's not even one that you pay for. And so of course I'm talking about their biscuits that come out before your meal. Now I've been to a lot of different steakhouses here in Las Vegas, and that pre-dinner bread service is a crucial part of the experience. I've been a little bit saddened that some steakhouses have started to charge for bread service, and so it feels even better when you get something this incredible as a part of your meal. I distinctly remember biting into these biscuits earlier this summer, and my eyes went wide. It was so delicious. I've got a little bit of butter on top of this, and I've been looking forward to this moment ever since I was here in the summer. Let's give this another try. Oh my God, it's so delicious. This has to be the best biscuit I've ever had. It's so incredibly flaky and buttery. A wonderful texture to this biscuit, that slight crisp to the exterior from a wonderful bake, with that really soft, delicious center. The basics of the biscuit are fantastic. Not only do you have a wonderful texture, but the flavor here is out of this world. There's just a hint of spice in this from the jalapeno. It's very subtle. You wouldn't call this spicy. It's a bit of a warm heat throughout the entire bite. You really can feel a southern embrace when it comes to this warmth. A very lightly sweet honey butter here provides additional richness as well as just a touch of balance. It was the best then. It's still the best today. I'm a little bit saddened to know that this is a pop-up restaurant and you only have a few limited weeks by the time you see this video to get this. But if you do happen to come to the Wynn and you're able to get a seat here at the 4 Sixes, I think you're really gonna enjoy these biscuits. And that's why these biscuits come in at number 8 on my top 10 of the year. I'm so happy that these biscuits are just as good as I remember. I'm gonna continue eating through these as well as enjoy the rest of my dinner. And then for number 7, we're gonna be going right down Las Vegas Boulevard, not too far, over to the Venetian. I'll see you over there. All right, everyone, and here I am seated at Wolfgang Puck's Cut at the Venetian Las Vegas. Now, I came here earlier this fall and I was absolutely blown away. This quickly rose to become my favorite steakhouse in the entire strip. Now, if this list was just the top 10 best dishes I had in the entire year, I think the majority of the list would actually be taken up right here at Wolfgang Puck's Cut. I thought the recipes here were absolutely incredible. So much depth, a lot of complexity, and executed at an incredibly high level. However, my top 10 list has to do much more with experiences and how the dishes impacted me this year, what was really, really memorable, and that still means that Wolfgang Puck's is definitely going to be on the list, maybe even more than once. Now, I'm not much of a sweets person, but coming in at number 7 is a dessert that absolutely melted my brain when I had it. Not only was it spectacular to look at, it tasted like an absolute dream, and so I'm really looking forward to trying again today. It's their banana cream pie. Here it comes right now. Now, as you can see here, a beautiful chocolate sphere arrives, and then you have a beautiful warm caramel sauce that's drizzled on top. And as the sphere dissolves away, you are greeted with a beautiful sight. Gold flake covered banana ice cream on top of a banana flavored wafer. As the chocolate melts, it paints beautiful ribbons of flavor all throughout the entire dish. And one thing about the food here at Wolfgang Puck is that it looks as good as it tastes. And I do have a nice big spoonful here. I am really looking forward to reliving this one. That is incredible. This is easily one of my favorite desserts on the entire strip, and that's coming from a guy who's just not really big on sweets. I'm really much more of a savory meat and potatoes kind of guy, but when a dessert is this delicious, it's easy to be converted. This is such an imaginative take on banana cream pie, but all of the flavors harken back to the original beautifully. A naturally sweet, beautiful banana flavor here. It's infused in both the ice cream pie layer as well as the wafer underneath. That wafer offers a nice crunch, a little bit of texture variation, in contrast to the ultra smooth and velvety ice cream. The chocolate is rich and sweet, and a nice nutty accent flavor coming from that caramel. While I can't say that I can taste the gold flakes in the dish, psychosomatically it does make the dish feel a bit richer. And truly, these flavors are so well balanced, a nice ode to a classic, but with a lot of modern twists. Truly one of my favorite desserts I've ever had. I love this one. All right, my friends, now that's number 7 on my list. I'm gonna continue enjoying my evening as well as my dessert. When I come back, it's gonna be number 6. Now to show you number 6, we're gonna be heading over into Chinatown, where I'm gonna be eating a huge seafood feast. Don't go away, I'll be right back. All right, everyone, and here we are in Chinatown at Crab and Spice. Number 6 is one of my favorite recipes of all time, seafood boils. Now, when I was growing up, getting a seafood boil dinner was a huge occasion. It was really expensive, but so delicious. Here in Las Vegas, the latest craze is all-you-can-eat seafood boils, really spearheaded by Crab and Spice. The base cost is $39. That comes with snow crab legs as well as shrimp, all sorts of good sides. But really what caps it all off is the delicious sauce. I came to Crab and Spice earlier in the fall and absolutely loved it, and I'm really looking forward to reliving those flavors today. In fact, it looks like my first bag is getting here right now. Let me give you a view. Even as these bags are arriving, you can just smell the incredible aroma coming off of it, and you're able to just pour this right on top of this wax tablecloth. I've got their peeled shrimp, their scallops, mussels, that crab, potatoes, sausage, corn, with the all-in sauce at a spicy level. Easily one of my favorite bites that I had all year. I'm ready to relive it right now. Let's go in. Oh, that is delicious. Truly one of my favorite flavors and recipes. I love this. Succulent shrimp, nice and plump, and you have a nice chew when it comes to the texture. You've got some mini scallops in here as well. Just a little bit spongy, mild in taste. It's just so good. You've got these black mussels here. Nice chew to that, bit of an oceany, briny flavor. And then you also have these delicious crab legs with that sweet crab flavor. This is all just so good. The sauce is really the star though. Incredibly garlicky and savory. A little bit smoky with some nice spice levels. Creole cooking down south certainly has a winner with a recipe like this. And it's just absolutely delicious here at Crab and Spice. The fact that it's all you can eat is incredible. This is so good. And that's why it comes in at number 6 on my 2024 top 10 list. All right, everyone, so I'm gonna continue enjoying my seafood boil dinner tonight. This is just so good. When I return, we're gonna be checking out number 5 on my top 10 list. And to do that, we're gonna be going to downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. I'll see you over there. All right, everyone, and here I am seated at the Redwood Steakhouse at the California Hotel in downtown Las Vegas. Now, every year I take a few months to do videos here in downtown, especially as the F1 construction starts. You know, I remember when F1 construction first started, I think it took me like an hour to go from the Bellagio to the Wynn. And so I told myself after the fact, whenever F1 construction is in town, I'm not gonna be driving on the Strip. And it's been really great. Every time I come to downtown, I always find a really nice gem. Last year, right here at the California Hotel at the Market Street Cafe, I actually held my #1 dish of the year with their oxtail soup. And this year, again, the California takes another spot here on the top 10 list. Coming in at number 5 is their prime rib. I've had several prime ribs in the year 2024, and the one that stood out to me the most is the one here at the California Hotel. And now that it's all here, I'm really excited to go in on some prime rib again. I gotta tell you, it smells incredible here. The prime rib here at the California is served in a pool of the jus, but I'll be trying my first bite today straight up. Oh, I can't wait for this one. Absolutely delicious. Oh, I love a good prime rib, and it is really good here at the California. I ordered my prime rib medium today, and it does look nice to temperature. A nice warm pink center here. This beef is super tender, so very soft, incredibly easy to chew, really allowing you to appreciate both the texture as well as the flavor of the beef. This is a fantastic prime rib. You can see the nice seasoning blend that they've applied to the crust. A seasoning blend that includes more than just salt and pepper. There's a bit of a smoky edge to it. All said, the seasoning is great, and I certainly always enjoy doing a little bit of a dip into the horseradish, and we give this a taste as well. That's magic. Horseradish can make even mediocre prime beef decent, and so it also has the power to transform a great prime rib into an even better one. That additional spice and kick really helps to differentiate the flavors of the beef, and even more accentuating the depth of the jus. And a very good jus here. It's been well seasoned also, and it complements the prime rib perfectly. I love a good prime rib, and it's really great here at the California Hotel, and that's why this comes in at number 5 on my list. All right, everyone, now I'm going to continue enjoying my dinner tonight, and when we return, I'm going to be showing you the number 4 spot on my list, and to do that, we're going to be going to Chinatown. I'll catch you there. And here we are, everyone, back in Chinatown to my number 4 spot. This is Mikia Wagyu Shabu House. Shabu Shabu is a hot pot broth style dining experience, and they have all you can eat meat here at Mikia. I've been here several times, but when I came here to make a video, I decided to go in on their top tier diamond set, and the quality of the meats blew me away. I usually came in to eat the second to lowest tier because in general you get good meats and solid variety. I didn't think the difference in quality would be that drastic, but after going in on the all you can eat A5, it actually makes an enormous difference. I've got my sukiyaki broth boiling here and ready to go, and my meats just arrived. And just look at the incredible marbling on this beef. We'll give it a swish, doesn't take too long. And this is looking fantastic. This is looking so good, I'm ready to relive the magic. Oh, that is delicious. The beef is so incredibly tender, and because it's so thinly sliced, it truly melts in your mouth. Because of the high levels of marbling in this beef, you really do get a nice rich flavor here. And the sukiyaki broth provides a nice level of umami as well as some sweetness, a slight tang to it as well. Such an amazing flavor accentuating this beef. You have a lot of different other options here, premium sides, vegetables, as well as seafood. But at the end of the day, it's all about that all-you-can-eat beef, and it truly is incredible here at Mikia. Okay, my friends, and that's number 4 down on my list today. I'm going to continue enjoying my lunch, and when we return, we're going to be going into the top 3. And to show you the first, I'm going to be heading back to the Wynn Las Vegas. I'll see you over there. All right, everyone, and here we are seated at Wingley. Though the Michelin Guide has not come through Las Vegas since 2009, Wingley will forever hold the prestige of being the first Michelin-starred Chinese restaurant in America. The service is on another level here, and the restaurant is gorgeous. I came here earlier this fall and had a wonderful time with my sister and brother-in-law. Now, while you can find Chinese food everywhere, and you can find a lot of the traditional dishes you can find here at a much cheaper price in Chinatown, I can say that the quality of ingredients at Wingley is cream of the crop. So even with equal techniques, the food just comes out a little bit better here. And while I do love Chinese food, one dish left a stamp in my brain that I knew the moment I had it, I'd be returning for it in my top 10 for the year. And that is the Peking duck. Now, the Peking duck arrives tableside on a nice big cart, and they also carve it for you here. You are provided a whole duck, and they carve it up, nice fatty pieces, and they create these little pancake burritos for you. You have 3 different types of hoisin sauce here, a truffle, a sesame, and a standard. I'm gonna put a little bit of that truffle hoisin on this first one, and I remember how good this was. I can't wait to give this another try. Let's go in. Now that is delicious. This duck is marvelous. A wonderfully crispy skin, perfectly dehydrated and cooked down. A very satisfying crisp as you bite into that. A really good cook on this duck. This duck meat is so tender, so rich, incredibly decadent. You've got some really luxurious protein here. The Peking style preparation is deeply infused into this duck. You absolutely get all of those nice flavors of the 5 spice, garlic and ginger, and in conjunction with just the fatty nature of this duck, it's so good. You have a little doughy rice wrapping here, and it provides a little bit of structure and some neutral flavors. However, it's mostly acting as a vessel for this duck. A bit of freshness and crunch coming from that cucumber, and a nice earthy pungent flavor coming from that hoisin sauce. That truffle really makes itself known there. Incredibly decadent, super luxurious duck meat. Now this particular recipe's been around since like the 1200s to 1300s, and so anything that good that survived the test of time, you know it's gonna taste great. They've got a fantastic Peking duck here at Wing Lei. That's why it comes in at number 3 on my list. Now for number 2, we don't have to go very far, just a little bit down Las Vegas Boulevard, and when I return, we're gonna be checking out the top 2 dishes of my entire year. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. All right, my friends, and here we are for number 2 on the list, and we're back at Wolfgang's Puck here at the Venetian Las Vegas. Now, I love steak. It happens to be one of my favorite foods, and Las Vegas is home to so many steakhouses, it can make your head spin. Now, I had several steaks this year, and while none of them were bad, one absolutely takes the cake as the best cut of beef I had, and that is right here at Wolfgang Puck's Cut, and it's the Australian Wagyu ribeye. The ribeye I had earlier this year was incredibly delicious. I'm really looking forward to reliving the magic today. Here it comes right now. Now I've got a beautiful ribeye steak here, cooked medium rare, a beautiful color to this, and I've got a nice little cut here on the fork. You have no idea how much I'm looking forward to this one. That is ridiculously delicious. I cannot believe that they're this consistently good. It's just as good as I remember. In fact, it might be blowing those memories away. You would not believe how tender this beef is. It's melt in your mouth. There's not a lot of chewing involved. This is a luxurious texture. It's been perfectly rested. All of those delicious beef juices have reincorporated back into the meat. Incredibly moist. I absolutely love this steak. It's been expertly seasoned. A nice flavor here. A little bit of a smoky, savory flavor, but it really lets the beef do all the talking. An incredible sear on the steak as well. As it is a ribeye, it's a very rich steak. The fat has truly rendered beautifully here, delivering a velvety mouthfeel. This steak is off the charts on so many levels. Easily the best steak I had this year, and the repeat is no different. It's really good. And there you have it, folks, the number 2 dish on my list this year. I'm gonna continue enjoying my steak dinner, and my return, we're gonna be checking out the number 1 spot, the number 1 dish that blew my mind. And to do that, we're gonna be heading over to the newest mega resort here on the Las Vegas Strip. Of course, that means the Fontainebleau. I'll see you over there. All right, everyone, and here I am seated at Mother Wolf at the Fontainebleau, the restaurant that holds the number 1 dish I tried all year. While there's a lot of really great Italian restaurants here in Las Vegas, but Mother Wolf really stands out when it comes to its dedication to Roman techniques, putting out truly excellent dishes here. And while I enjoy many of the dishes that I tried when I came here, one truly stood above them all, and that was the linguine alla vongole. Now these are the linguine with clams, and back when I first tried it here at Mother Wolf, it was easily the best linguine and clams I've tried in my entire life. If anyone were to ask me where to find the best linguine and clams, I can tell them definitively it's here at Mother Wolf. Now I've just got a plate of it here. I've actually come back for this dish several times since shooting my video, and I gotta tell you, it's been excellent every time. I'm expecting the same today. Let's give it a taste. Absolute perfection. This dish truly blows me away every time I have it. This is just such an incredible execution of linguine and clams. Starting off with the pasta, every time I come to Mother Wolf, I know for a fact I'm getting fresh al dente pasta. They never overcook the noodles here. It is perfectly al dente, super firm, absolutely wonderful cook. They're always so consistent with it here. This is just a perfect linguine. The manila clams they use here at Mother Wolf are just perfect. They care deeply about the quality. I know this for a fact because I came here for this dish once and they were not serving it because the clams were not up to the chef's expectations. That actually says a lot about the restaurant here at Mother Wolf. They have a true dedication to quality. The recipes are simple, but there are no mistakes. The garlic has been perfectly cooked. A nice pungent garlicky flavor here, and a very high quality olive oil provides richness to the dish. The flavor profile is delicately crisp. A nice reduction of white wine here provides a bit of that dry flavor, and the dish is perfectly seasoned. All of the flavors very well balanced. No one taste outcompetes the other. You have a really nice harmony of flavors here. I am a believer that sometimes simple is best. And when it comes to the linguine alla vongole here at Mother Wolf, they have a classic recipe executed to absolute perfection. And that's why it comes in at number 1 of all of the dishes I tried in 2024 this year. All right, everyone, now that's gonna do it for my top 10 this year. 10 dishes you absolutely must try if you make it here to Las Vegas. If you do give them a shot, I really hope you like them. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great new year and a happy holidays. Thank you so much again, and I hope you enjoy Vegas with me, Shin. Bye.